section in the grade 1 ABRSM scales portion is something called arpeggios. In this grade for the new syllabus we have 2 arpeggios to get through, and an arpeggio, I know it has a bit of a strange name, but these are honestly really easy. They're built around something that we see in music an awful lot, which is something called a triad. Now for my students, we have something in our studio called family, and that basically means that if you're on a C, the family above C would be E, and the one above that would be G. Now the way that it's written on the music is that they would all be either on lines or all on spaces, so they would be the line family or the space family, and in this case there would be 3 of them. So on the music it would look a little bit like a snowman with 3 circles stacked on top of each other. It's important to know what a triad is in order to get through this arpeggio. So the reason we call it family is actually something a little bit silly, but I always try to say to people that with family you absolutely love them, but sometimes you need someone standing between them, and that is exactly what we have here. We have a C, someone in the middle, E, someone in the middle, G, and they're kind of the 3 best friends, if you like. We can call them cousins. The arpeggios that we do for grade 1 are in G major and A minor. Now the bit of advice I'm going to give to you on this is not to worry too much at this point about whether it's a major or a minor. That is just to do with the sound at the moment. How you play them is actually the same for both, so you just need to worry at the moment about what letter it starts with. Now we're going to start with right hand, so we're going to find our G for right hand. I'm going to choose the one just above middle C. For this arpeggio, ordinarily with a triad you would be using fingers that are 1, 3 and 5, so they have fingers in the middle that aren't playing. But for an arpeggio we're actually going to spread our hand out, so we're going to have a G, his family which is B, and his family again which is D. Sounds lovely, that triad. And for this we're using fingers 1, 2 and 3, so quite spread out. Again, if you have smaller hands, don't worry, you're not going to be holding these down at all, so you can always pick them up and kind of move your hand up. That's exactly how I had to learn when I was younger. Holding something like this wouldn't have been that comfortable for very long. Now with this arpeggio, our little finger is going to have the job of copying your thumb and putting a G on at the top. Again, don't worry about stretching this, we are going to reach for it when we get there. So an arpeggio will go up and down the family notes like this. Little finger, straight back. So you can see the family triad at the beginning, the G at the top, and straight back down the family again. As you get more confident, we just want to take it a little bit faster. And then eventually you want to put your dynamics into it. Now to look at left hand, we're probably going to take left hand down an octave from where right hand started. And again, left hand is a mirror image of your right hand. So that actually the finger that didn't play for right hand, which is number 4, is also the finger that doesn't play for your left. So we're going to start this with little finger, miss out number 4, and play the family above with 3 and 2. That leaves number 1 free for the G at the top. So we're going to take this really slowly, go through your triad. G at the top, straight back. We'll try that again. This time a little bit faster. And finally with the dynamics.